I'm bad. I'm mad that Graham didn't come in and offer up a little humility.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
pretty cocky about the
yeah,
Tennessee
yeah,
Vols baseball versus Arkansas the other day.
yeah. He
When I listened back to that, when he says take the L.
that was so funny. Hey, everybody, this is Keith with the Text 10 podcast. Thanks for joining us on this week's episode. I've got my cohort here, Clay Blair, the one and the only. Thanks for
Hi,
joining us
everybody.
again. All right, so very first thing, the shirt I'm wearing today. I haven't worn this in forever, but just need everybody to see this.
It's an old shirt?
Yeah, this is an old shirt. This is
Well,
from
that's cool.
It's like 4 or 5 years ago.
That was before the Longhorns came in and won softball.
That was before the fake UT stumbled in.
I don't know.
Because
I don't know if you're going to be able to say that anymore.
Listen to me. Is before the fake UT stumbled in and accidentally started doing some stuff. Let's be clear, they have more money than God himself, so they can buy everything they want. But still, Tennessee was the only one with it top 10 baseball, basketball, softball, football, and women's basketball 5.
I know you don't listen to these podcasts after we do them. I do, just to pass the time and see if what we're doing is worth anybody watching. So you may not remember last week when Graham was with us. You and Graham were pretty high on Tennessee, and y'all were going to start a group text message, and y'all were going to trash talk the Arkansas game.
We got busy.
I didn't hear a thing from y'all.
Yeah, we got busy. Busy.
We're losing?
Yeah, apparently. I mean, it takes just as much time to lose as it does to win. I mean, to be clear, the game's just the same length, right? Yeah, no, didn't go as prescribed. But, it's okay. I mean, we had a solid season. Graham,
take the L.
Yeah, that was funny. I will say, nobody really was complimentary of you when they reached out to me about that podcast, but everybody was complimentary of how Graham handled you. Hashtag fake fan. That was really funny. Yeah, so Annabelle's not going to join us today. Graham wanted to join us, but then he was like, yeah, never mind. I'd rather just go sit and do nothing. This is the first day all summer that they've had nothing going on.
Okay.
So they're just chilling, doing absolutely nothing right now. My kids have just been doing sports all week, so that's all I have really to talk about. But what do you got?
Jamie and Beth confirmed from London that what we were talking about, the 100 us versus 100 Brits.
Yeah, it would totally be us.
We'd mop the floor.
So, I mean, let's be honest. It would be 100 of them versus 30 Americans, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be 100. We wouldn't need 100 versus 100.
They said that there was a dude in a cafe. It was 70 degrees outside, and the guy was cold, and his girlfriend gave him her coat.
That's very sweet of her. It's very sweet of her.
In his English accent, can I have your coat?
Can I have your coat, please? That's funny. Yeah, that's very sweet of her to take care of her man like that. That's good. Mm-hmm. Does Beth know that she is?
Oh, I got sardined by Beth, by the way.
Took a little too long though.
Got it.
Took a little too long. I mean, what was that? 2 weeks later. So is it that she doesn't care about you, or she just doesn't watch the podcast?
She's busy.
Oh, okay. Making excuses. All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's cool. Beth, I think you're the favorite. It's Clay that thinks that you're not. It's not me. So to be clear, and Sarah Kate,
currently,
I also
don't
think
have
you're the favorite.
They're both on the same favorite plane.
Yeah, no, I think Sarah Kate is also the favorite. I don't have a preference, so I'm not like Clay. I don't judge my nieces. So really funny thing. Graham and Annabelle did camps this week. Both of them were at Texas A&M Corpus Christi, the wonderful Islander University, and Annabelle did soccer. Graham did men's basketball. Women's soccer only goes for like half the day. The men's basketball goes for the entire day. So the second day, everybody, all the coaches know both my kids because we sit there on the sideline, right next to the team during the games, right? Um, so everybody's asking where Annabelle is. Why is she not here? Why is she not here? Why is she not here? She's doing soccer. And so the second day, I was like, hey, can we bring Annabelle and just let her jump in like after like towards the end so she can play basketball with her brother? They're like, yeah, come on, have her come in. She wouldn't mop the floor with all these boys. Like, if I was a parent of one of the kids on the other teams, because what they do is they get these teams and they play for a championship, right? If I was a parent of one of these other kids and this girl just pops out of nowhere and starts like just absolutely taking my son to task, I would have been upset, I think. Because ultimately it doesn't really matter because they don't really win anything. But Graham and Annabelle's team won the championship because Annabelle, like, what did the coach say to me? One of the coaches of the other team goes, "Yeah, that little girl." He didn't know it was my daughter. He goes, "Yeah, that little girl, like, she literally scored more points than my entire team did yesterday when they played us."
Wow, is she tall? I haven't seen Annabelle in a while. Is she
she's
taller
shorter than Graham.
The rest of them? Really?
No, she's shorter. Yeah, she's probably 2 or 3 inches shorter than Graham.
Oh my gosh!
And Graham's short, compared to most people his age. Annabelle, here we go. Let's see if I can do this. We're going to try this for the first time ever and see how this works.
She's an athlete. She's a theater athlete. She's a theater kid athlete. Isn't that something?
Oh, I can't get it. I'll send you a picture. She is the shortest person on her soccer team. There's a little girl named Izzy that is close to the same height as her now that joined the team. But yeah, I mean, there's girls on her soccer team that are a foot taller than her. So she's an athlete. Like, she could decide that she wanted to play baseball tomorrow. Graham and I were just talking about this. She could decide that she wanted to play baseball tomorrow, and I think she could be a second baseman on his baseball team. Just decide that she wants to do it and do it. Wow. Like, she's kind of a freak. She gets it from her mother. Again, her mother's.
Do you know who Clay Travis is?
Yes.
He's trying to get Angel Reese to play him one-on-one. He's like putting up $250,000 with this offer to get Angel Reese to play one-on-one, and he says he could beat her, but I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, she just back him down, right? He's not that big, is he?
Well, I don't think she is either.
She probably weighs more than he does, like, and probably just stronger than him, I would think. You don't think so? I mean, she'd probably miss like 3 or 4 layups in a row, but she'd out rebound him.
I don't know. I think it's.
I would love to watch that. There's no way she would do it. Like, there's no upside for her.
No.
Yeah, there's no upside for her.
Yeah.
That said, have you seen this group of guys that are betting every game on whether or not she'll make her first shot? And they won like $465,000 the other day on a $250,000 bet. Because she never makes her first shot.
Really?
Yeah. They literally, they're on YouTube or somewhere, I can't remember, but I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's hysterical. So like, they record themselves watching the game, and so you can see them, and then you can see below the game, and she breaks it, and they go crazy, because it started off with like a $20,000 bet or something like that, and they've just slowly increased the bets because she more times than not misses. Like, it's bad. And then there was the one play where she got 5 rebounds off of herself, like her own 5 misses.
5 misses, 5 rebounds.
So, I mean, you're halfway to a double-double as far as the rebounds go off of you just missing on one time down the court.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. So, but yeah, no, I would love to see Angel Reese do that. I should probably take him to town. Everybody thinks that just because they're females, they're not as good.
I don't know. It's interesting to me, but like Serena Williams said a long time ago, she would
get smoked by like the worst man.
Yeah.
But against other professionals, not against some TV personality, media personality. Like, I want to be very clear: Angel Reese and any woman on the Islanders basketball team, women's Islanders basketball team, would whoop me. Like, let's be very clear. I would, no chance. No chance. Well, one, because I haven't played basketball in 20 years. But even if I had been playing basketball, if I was the same age as them, they'd still beat me. I'm just going to go out there and say it. Sure.
I was never good at basketball. I I didn't play basketball.
I played it. I didn't play it in high school. My parents didn't really encourage us to play that many sports. I wasn't probably good enough. I could jump. I spent all my time jumping because all my friends were over 6 foot tall, and I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
And so I practiced
You're
jumping all the time because they would out rebound me. They block my shot. I got to the point where like I could take a ball like this size and I could dunk it on a 10-foot rim.
no kidding.
Mm-hmm. Like as
Wow.
long because my hands are really small, as long as I could do it, hold it. So like the little kids balls, not the ball like this, but the little kids balls like that. I could dunk those on a 10-foot rim. It wasn't spectacular. Don't get me wrong, but I could get up there and I could hang on it. But I did that because like I seriously like it was the most annoying thing in the world to be playing against all my friends that are 6'1", 6'2", 6'4", and just out rebounding me.
Right.
Like because they could push me around anyway because they weighed more. But they'd go from behind me and take the ball from over my head. I was like, no, that is not happening anymore. So yeah.
So you got good at jumping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could handle the ball, but I my 3-point game, my outside game struggled. So therefore, my brother, that's all he practiced because he could not jump. He was definitely white, and yeah, he would sit there and practice 3-pointers, and he got really really good at outside shooting. But did I ever tell you about how I used to dunk on him, and then he dunked on me one time?
Huh.
So these people down the street built this half court basketball court. They had a really young son. He was probably like 7 or 8, but they would let us come down there and play whenever we want to. So we go down there and play, and just like it was our own backyard. So we would play with it on 9 feet because I could do like 360 dunks, reverse dunks. I could do like crazy dunks all over my brother, like it was nothing, right? And I started working somewhere, and he never got a job. So he would sit there and practice jumping to try to dunk on that 9-foot goal, also shooting, 3-pointers. But one day we're down there playing, and he dunked on me. I mean, hard. I fell down. He's standing over me, like all the where you see, oh,
right.
Like, and I was like, nope. And I went over because you had to move those things up and down with like a broomstick.
Okay.
So I go over and I get the broomstick and go 9.5 feet. I could still dunk. He couldn't.
No kidding.
I was a mean older brother, man. And
let's redo this game.
Yeah, we played. He dunked on me one time in his life, and then I moved it up to 9.5 feet, so he could never dunk again. Like I was an absolute jerk. But yeah, I couldn't do like as nearly as cool of dunks, but I was like, I'm not ever getting dunked on by you again. Like that's not happening. That was embarrassing. So yeah, that was not a thing. But yeah, so no, I mean, I could have definitely outjumped anybody, including Angel Reese, if I was their same age. But I don't think I could take him. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know.
All these they practice against these boys players, right? And watching them practice sometimes, at least at TAMUCC, like it's impressive. It really is. Yeah, I'm not the D1 athlete in our family. That would be my wife. So, D1 Baylor Bears.
What did she do?
She was cheerleader.
Oh, that's right.
She says that it's not an athlete, but I mean, if you
can, it is.
Yeah, if you can do those flips and fly through the air and I mean, you're not keeping score, but you got to be athletic to do it, right?
Yeah.
So she's our D1 athlete. Graham was just asking if I thought he could get to MLB. I was like, I mean, you're gonna have to start working a little harder. I try a little harder, but I mean, I think you can do it if you want to. I mean, it's just the people that make it to Major League Baseball. The difference between them and everybody that doesn't is that they just worked harder than everybody else.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, so should be interesting.
What did you say? Elon lost his mind last week.
I saw that him and Trump like got in a war, but then like they kissed and made up. I think, right?
Yeah, they're fine now.
That like
it was just went off.
But I think they were doing it like on purpose. I think it was like planned.
Like I don't know.
I'm telling you, I think he
got frustrated.
Did the whole. Well, I think he got frustrated, but I also think he did the whole Epstein thing to try to get the Democrats on his side to like release the documents, because the guy that was the attorney for Epstein like said a long time ago that Trump's not in there.
Yeah.
So like I think he was doing it to try to get them to release the whole thing. Like I think the whole thing was a setup, like playing chess versus checkers.
I don't know if it was. Felt
I don't know. All I know is
tantrum.
Well, they both are like that though. To be clear,
sure.
Like the richest man in the world and the most powerful man in the world, like two toddlers that took
Didn't
a toy from each
for
other.
a week.
Yeah, they took a toy from each other. So I'm taking my ball and I'm going home.
Mm-hmm.
And then, a week later, it's like, oh, let's kiss and make up. Like, it's silly. It's just silly. But what do I know, right? But yeah, no, I saw that. I didn't follow it closely, but I saw that. So
I guess I didn't follow it incredibly closely. I just was aware and just rolled my eyes.
Well, it's embarrassing, isn't it?
I know. Yes.
Like, again, you were still the president of the United States. Stop. Somebody take his damn phone from him. Don't let him have his phone.
No.
Like, just take it and smack it out of his hand so you can't have that. Throw it out the window. Make him go pick it up or something. Like, I said that in his first presidency too. Like, the worst thing for him and why people hated him is because of Twitter. Like, just take his phone from him.
Yeah.
Like, and again, it's what people love about him and what people hate about him. But like, there's sometimes it's okay to not say anything. Like, I tell my kids that. Like, you don't have to say something back to your sister just because she said something. Believe it or not, you can just say, you know what? Just not gonna say anything. It's okay.
I'm just gonna sit and be quiet for a minute.
Yeah, it's okay. But did you see all this stuff with like these? I didn't know what was going on until I think yesterday. But like these riots that are going on. Like, do you know? Like, I don't actually know what it is because again, no matter depending on if you're right leaning or left leaning, what you see on social media. So I see all these conservative takes on it. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on. But it looks like I don't know if they're actual Mexicans, but it's people who are supporting Mexico. Oh, see, that's the other thing I saw is that it's paid protesters.
Gosh.
But they're like burning like cop cars and like this woman was this.
I mean,
it was a woman with a kid trying to get away from these people, like, and they were like trying to, like, she had a kid, like a baby in the back seat, and she's just trying to like get away from these people, and they're attacking her car, and
how
terrifying.
You have more friends on that side than I do.
Sure.
When you think about what you're seeing on TV, do you think about my friend, whoever? I think your friend Neil you've talked about before.
He would never support that. He's actually a conservative.
Then how do they vote against? How do they vote Democratic and know that is their side?
I have no idea. Well, I mean, he would say, how do you vote Republican and vote for Trump? I mean, I'm going to out him here. I don't know this is true, but I guarantee he votes for some Republicans. He has to. Locally, like state-wise, he has to. Like, I don't know that for a fact, but I feel like he has to because, again, his personal values, like his small business values, everything like that, are 100% in alignment with conservatives. And frankly, I even think his social stuff is in line with conservatives. I think he bumped his head or something. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. Him and Duncan both. Like, they're both conservatives.
Take another one besides Neil that would just vote straight ticket Democrat. And they're agreeing with
so a lot of
what
we're
seeing on TV.
No, they don't agree with none of them. None of my friends.
How can they? I don't understand how anybody.
So I found out recently
vote.
that several of my, like, I won't call them diehard because I don't know. I'm not friends with any diehard Democrats, to be clear. Like, I'm friends with like moderates. A lot of them voted for Trump. I've found out recently. They did not vote for Kamala, which is kind of surprising to me.
Okay.
So I'm not. So you need to ask your friend that was unable to come on the podcast.
I know.
You need to ask her and say, hey, like how do you do this? Because again, but now I'm going to tell you, just because that's happening, that's like a small minority of the Democratic Party. Just like, we have crazy conservative people, like these right-wing nut jobs, like they don't represent us because so they could say the same thing. Like, how do you take these people that are these right-wing nut jobs that go and blow stuff up? They say they're conservatives. They say they voted for Trump. I mean, that's kind of how I take it, is like, this is the extreme left, the extreme right, and then the vast majority of are close to the middle. I
mean, yes, I agree. I understand that. But we don't see that. What we see is rioting in LA. Now we're having to protect the Alamo in San Antonio from these people.
What?
Yeah, the Governor Abbott put the Texas National Guard around the Alamo.
Seriously?
Last night. All right, maybe this weekend. Yeah.
Interesting. Ahead of No Kings protest. I don't know what the No Kings thing is. but I'm assuming it's
they're
some
talking
left wing
about Trump
something.
trying to be the king.
Okay. Yeah. So again, look, some of these people probably are paid, but it's the extreme left, it's the extreme right, and like the social media and the news itself, they're only going to show you the bad stuff. Nobody really wants to talk about the good stuff, right? Because it doesn't get as many eyeballs. So I take that with a grain of salt. That said, it's still insane. Like if I lived out there and my wife was in a car with my kids and somebody was attacking it, you better believe that, again, you can't have a concealed carry out there probably, but you better believe I'm rolling up and people are going to get shot if they are trying to attack my family. And if they attack a car that I'm in, be ready to catch some bullets because they're coming. Like I'm going to shoot you and drive away because I'm scared for my life. That woman was terrified.
Oh no.
I mean, she was terrified. I mean, I could only sit there and watch it and just be like, man, if that was my wife, like, oh my, I would try to track those people down after the fact. Like, no, you're not going to terrorize my family. And, you know, again, that doesn't matter if it's right wing, left wing. I don't care. Like, no wings. I don't care. Like, that's just like, first of all, why do you tear stuff up? Like, you're like, the only thing I can think is these people don't pay taxes. Because when I see that, I'm like, damn, like, I'm going to have to pay to replace that cop car. I'm going to have to pay to fix that road. I'm going to, like, you know.
I mean, they burned down, what's that new driverless taxi, Wave or something like that? Yeah. They're tearing those cars up.
Why?
Well, I guess there's
nobody stop them.
Not a real victim in that
car.
Well,
I mean, except the company. I mean, they probably have, $200,000-$300,000 in that thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. I mean, I did see them tearing apart a Nike store and going in and looting it. I've never understood looting. It's just never understood it. Like, maybe if this was the actual end of the world, like, hey, everybody's got to jump on.
I'm so mad, but these
I'm so mad, but these Nikes, these Jordans are going to be awesome tomorrow.
Make me feel better.
Right. Like, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Like, so are we actually mad or we just want Nikes? Like, you tell me. Like, I'm not sure which one it is. Because it's hard for me to take you seriously when you're walking down the street, some new Jordans that you just got and a new jacket. Like, come on, man. It's tough. But yeah, no, I saw that stuff going on. I was like, here we go again. I mean, it's just, I have no problem with peaceful protests. Like, do it. If like we're going to do for Flower Bluff, like, I mean, against the stickers, like, peaceful protests are fine,
but we can't go when it's not hot.
Yeah, in November when it's not hot and it's not too sunny and it's not too windy. Like, we're gonna have to find the perfect day. But to be clear, because I'm not like I don't care that much. Because if there was a Nike store in there, maybe I would do it so I could go and loot it. But yeah, probably not gonna loot the probably not gonna set anything on fire either. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm just gonna not bring anything to start a fire. Like,
gosh,
just in case you get out of hand. Like, I don't want you to have, like, go in my truck and get something to start a fire. So let's not do that. Because, like, my truck body doesn't even have like a lighter. You remember the old school, like,
cigarette lighter?
Cigarette lighter? Yeah. We don't even have those
doesn't
anymore. Yeah. So like, I couldn't even light a fire if I had to. Dang. Yeah. No, that whole thing is just nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. I don't get it.
I'm glad you don't, because I don't either.
Well, I mean, like, going back, even like,
I don't know if we would be sitting here if you said I do get it, and I agree with them.
Yeah, like, so what are they actually like? Because I thought they were saying, like, I thought they were protesting ICE. This is saying no king. Like, I thought they were like
yes, that's the main thing is ICE. I don't know what king is, but I think that's something to do with the way Trump is mandating over state power, like
same way that everybody's
sending in the Marines to protect what Gavin Newsom won't.
Why wouldn't you want that? Like, if I lived out there, I'd be like, yeah, please, because they're like, the police are just getting out of the cars.
Jet support too while we're here.
I mean, the police are just getting out of the cars and, like, leaving it, which I don't blame them. Like, you don't pay me enough to get attacked like this. Like, let's be very clear. Because also, I'm sure they're told, don't shoot. Like, just get out and walk away.
Yeah.
Or get out and run. Like, can you imagine if your spouse was a police officer out there or anywhere that this stuff is going on? Don't go to work. It's not worth it. Like, you don't get paid enough to deal with the crazy. Like, so to all of you cops that I don't necessarily like because you pull me over when I'm speeding, I still respect you.
Heck yeah.
Because dear gosh, man, I don't know how you deal with stuff like that. Like even the idea of that you're going to have to deal with that at work today, let alone just pulling somebody over and getting, somebody might just shoot at you because people are insane. I just, no, thank you.
That's the good thing about Corpus is we don't, for whatever reason, there's not much protesting done.
Yeah, and even when they do it down on ocean or down the shoreline or whatever. I don't know where it turns from ocean to shoreline. And it's always fairly peaceful. Like there's no crazy. Crazy.
Go out for a couple hours, bang a drum.
Do you think it's because of just the sheer number of people that have guns?
I don't know.
Because like if what was happening in LA happened in Corpus Christi, a bunch of people, white, black, Hispanic, it doesn't matter what the color it is, would jump out of their truck and shoot those people.
I think so.
So like there is something, maybe I'm wrong. There's somebody out there who's probably done studies on this. I think there's something to be said that it's hard to pull that off if somebody's going to shoot back, if somebody's going to fight back, because, the cops might not shoot at you, but if I feel like you're threatening my car, there's a good chance you're getting something popped in your direction at the very least. So I think there's something to be said for that. Like just because the sheer volume of people in this town that carry a gun in their car, right?
I can't imagine you're completely wrong on that.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to pull that off in Austin, but even in Houston, I mean, the sheer number of people that have guns in their cars in Houston just would be astronomical, I would think. So Austin might be the only city where you could actually pull something like that off. I did see something going down crazy on 6th Street. And
that's 6th Street.
Yeah, it was funny. They were doing some sort of protest, and one guy goes, "F you, Joe Rogan," and the person video it was like, "Man, Joe Rogan just like took a stray one there." Like, hey, what does he have to do with this? Like, Joe Rogan over here taking strays and not even doing anything. I was like, that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. But yeah, like I saw a video of somebody complaining that a gentleman had his kids in daycare and he got picked up by ICE at his job, and they were like, it shouldn't be allowed. And this black guy was talking. He goes, to be very clear, if I had just robbed a bank and I went to work and my kids were at daycare and they came and arrested me at work because they said, hey, there's a black guy, black American or African American, 6'2" with a red do-rag on, that just robbed a bank, and they came and took me from my job, I would totally expect it, because what are they supposed to do? They give you a chance to turn yourself in. Like, that you're breaking the law. I could go turn myself in and I don't get embarrassed. Like, there's no fanfare. But if I rob the bank and then I go to work and they figure out who it is and they come and arrest me, that's their job, because you said, hey, I'm not turning myself in. Good luck finding me.
That's right. Whether your kids are at daycare or not.
Whether your kids are at daycare or not, it has nothing to do with it. Like, you broke the law. So, and again, people that say, it shouldn't be against the law. It's against the law in every other country. Like, try to sneak into Mexico or Russia or anywhere and start a riot, waving the American flag, and see what happens.
Yeah, right.
I mean, just see what happens.
But half of the country thinks that you're wrong in that.
See, I don't think that's right. I don't think it's half the country.
Well, not half.
Yeah, I think it's probably 30% of the country.
To be half.
Yeah. No, they vote. Just because they vote for the president doesn't mean they disagree on border patrol. It's just, I agree with more stuff over here, so I vote left. But no, I think that the majority of Americans believe that we have to protect our borders. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time today. Wouldn't be the first time in this podcast, probably. But I think the majority of people think that, but now, they would also say there should be some sort of path. If you've been here for 10 or 15 years, there should be some sort of path towards getting citizenship. And you know what? I don't know that that's wrong. If your life is here, your kids are here, because if your kids are here, they're citizens, right? So you're getting deported and your kids aren't, which still your problem, your fault. But like, hey, if they're a law-abiding citizen, what can we do to actually make that work? If they're not a law-abiding citizen, we don't need to pay for that.
I don't know. There's different work visas that, you can be here on. And I don't know, is that a path to citizenship? Are they actually working on something to obtain this path to citizenship?
Something would have to be put together. So if you need to go listen to the Freakonomics episode on immigration in the United States, Freakonomics episode, immigration in the United States, it's going to blow your mind. it's the whole thing's just messed up. It hasn't been fixed in decades and decades. It's messed up. It was originally like when the way immigration laws were originally put in place, it was to keep certain people out of America intentionally. Like Congress did this. Like they intentionally said, "Hey, we don't." And I can't remember what groups it was, but like, "Hey, we don't want Jordanians here. We don't want Indians here. We don't want Israel citizens to come here. We don't want whatever it was, right?" Like they wanted to keep like the Irish out or something like that. Like it was crazy. It was crazy stuff. But yeah, you should go listen to that episode, and it's going to open your eyes, because like there are people that I know that work for me that would love to immigrate to the United States, but they can't get the H1. I think it's H1B visa. It's so, I mean, yeah, work visa to come work over here, but so they're just stuck because they can't. It's. I think there's agricultural visas for people that want to come across the border and work in agriculture and go back. But yeah, the whole thing's messed up. It needs to be completely overhauled.
I agree. There is a problem, but you can't you can't do what they did last time with 10 million people coming across.
Because that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Like so it's interesting because there's some conservative and liberal views on the Freakonomics. And basically the point is like, hey, you have to bring value. Like you do need to bring value, because if we just let everybody who wanted to come into America, which is some like extremely high percentage of people in the world would love to be an American citizen, because of all the benefits that would come with it, right? Like it's a great country. I mean, it's the best country in the world. But if you just let everybody, it stops being America, folks. Like it's not America anymore. Like if everybody just shows up here and we let everybody in that wants to come in, it's not America anymore. And part of what has made America great is all the innovation, all the like the commerce, like having an open, free market, that ideas can make people millionaires, that, then, they can turn into, you got the richest man in the world, but he also employs God knows how many people. I mean, how many people are employed by Elon Musk? 110,000 people.
Wow.
I mean, like, what is like the GDP of Elon Musk? Like, so, and that kind of stuff, and it's not that it can't happen anywhere else in the world. It just happens more often in the United States. And if you just let everybody in that just wants to come in, that stuff becomes harder to happen, I would assume. Like you're going to start losing that, because the people like Elon Musk that want to innovate here, that want to do things here, all of a sudden, if America is not America, like, hey, let's look at going to a different country that would start taking advantage of the fact that America is not America anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, you've got to listen to that. I'm going to go back and listen to it. We need to talk about that, because that will be interesting to see what your thoughts are on that. All right. So yeah, we went politics. I didn't think we were going to end up here. Yeah. We always do. So, but yeah, God, USA, SEC. So why not, right?
Who's left in College World Series?
Murray State. We're all in on Murray State.
That's who it is? That's what we're going for?
That's who we're going for, buddy. Okay. I mean, why not? Because like,
I forgot about that.
I mean, Coastal Carolina, I think that'd be really cool too. But yeah, Murray State, baby. All the way. I mean, talk about a Cinderella story. Be fantastic.
I think it starts tonight. Or the first games are today, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think they're like soon, right? 2025, 1 p.m. Central, so 2 hours. So yeah, so that's Arizona versus Coastal Carolina. Pretty cool. Yeah, it would not hurt my feelings at all if Murray State won that whole thing. As long as Arkansas doesn't win, I don't care. Screw them.
That's what our friend Jeff said, is nobody in the SEC.
Yeah, screw them.
They don't want the SEC to win. I got sunburned at his Lee. We had a pool party. He's got a new backyard, and we had a pool party on Saturday.
He didn't have a backyard before?
Yeah, he's had a backyard. He just redid it. Redid the pool, put a nice outside kitchen. It's really cool.
Nice. Hey, so do you think our friend listens to this podcast?
No.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
So anybody who does listen to this podcast who knows our friend Jeff Lampkin, let him know thank you for the invitation, but I don't think I got my invitation to the pool party.
Yeah.
It must have got lost in the mail. I live on the island. We have a tough time getting mail. That's what it was.
I was in the pool for I don't know, about 30 minutes, and Jeff said, "Hey, you need to put a hat on." I was like, "Hey, jerk, you say that." And then so I did. I got out, put a hat on, and man, I was a little burned on Sunday. Yeah. It's the first time I've been sunburned. Wow.
Yeah. No, I didn't get that invite. I'm glad you guys had fun though in his new backyard. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Graham started doing agility training with one of the guys that helped train Justin. His name's Jeff. I can't remember his last name. Here in Flower Bluff. Cool. So this is the first time he's ever done any sort of agility training. He was like doing box jumps and sled pulls and pushes and stuff like that. And the next day he's like, "Man, my legs hurt really bad. Why do my legs hurt so bad?" It's like, yeah, that's from working out. Being
sore.
Yeah, I was like, that's from working out. That's being sore. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't walk." He's like, "How am I supposed to go play basketball?" I was like, I said, "You're young. You'll push right through it.
Yeah,
you'll be fine." So,
you'll be fine.
But yeah, he had a blast. I was a little bit surprised. He had a blast. He said it was awesome. So that guy does he does a bunch of training for athletes, but he does it specifically for what their main sport is. So yeah, Jeff was the one telling me that I should get with him. But he normally doesn't work with kids until they're a little bit older, but he decided to start doing younger kids. So Graham's in. We'll see how it goes. This is the start of his MLB career.
What's his favorite position? I know he's a pitcher. Is that
I don't want him to play. I don't want him to play pitcher. I'm just worried about his arm.
For sure.
The idea of somebody like Justin, he plays first base. He gets stuck at first base because he can catch really well. And it's kind of important to be able to catch the ball if you're trying to throw somebody at first. He would prefer to play third. He'd prefer it, but the problem is it doesn't do a whole lot of good if nobody can catch the ball at first base. So when we moved him up, because he was playing against 11 and 12-year-olds this year as a 10-year-old, and I told him there's a good chance you're playing in the outfield because I don't have a clue. I don't know who's this age group. I don't know who he's going to be playing against. So the fact that he ended up at first base because there's two kids. There are two kids on the team that could play first base as well, or not, if not way better than him, because they were 12 very good athletes. But those are the ones that are pitching and catching because that's equally important. Because if you can't pitch, you can't catch, then you got major problems. So the fact that he ended up on first base was kind of interesting to me because I genuinely thought he might be in the outfield, being so young. But yeah, he plays a little bit of shortstop, not super fast, so he plays shortstop, because nobody else can. But third and first, he loves to pitch. He wants to catch. I told him we're not doing that. So who knows? Who knows?
Interesting.
But he's not the fastest kid in the world. He can't jump. I mean, he is white as white can be. He got his jumping ability from his mother, that's for sure, because gosh, gravity is, he just says that gravity is a little bit stronger on him than it was on me. So it's fair. He's not doing any backflips like Mr. Clay, that's for sure.
I wonder if I was thinking about that the other day, those new running shoes that I got that have got that
springy,
that spring underneath them. I wonder if I could land that backflip, and then I might try that this weekend.
I bet you could. Yeah. No, the funny thing is, as much as I could jump, I never tried doing a backflip. So if I tried it now, I would kill myself.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could have when I was younger, but yeah, it seems ill-advised. I don't like landing on my head, as it turns out. I mean, I haven't done it often, but it just seems like it would be a bad idea. All right, what else you got?
I'm mad that Graham didn't come in and offer up a little humility. Yeah, he's pretty cocky about the Tennessee Vols baseball versus Arkansas the other day.
Yeah,
when I listened back to that, when he says take the L,
that was so funny. He's so freaking witty.
Yeah, well, where are you today, Graham?
Yeah. He'll go back and listen to this. All of his he sent the podcast to all of his friends. He thought it was the coolest thing. Oh yeah, he thought it was the coolest thing in the world. So take the L, and fake fan. Those were the two. He's just so witty. His mind is just so fast for a 10-year-old. But yeah, that was funny. No, we'll have to get him back on here so he can eat some humble pie, because if nothing else, you got to be able to do that. Oh, speaking of, So his team ended up fourth in Little League. So we had to go to the closing ceremonies, which I can't stand, but okay, we had to go. So he goes up and they like first, second, third place trophies, and then fourth and fifth place get like these stupid little medallion things. And my son knows if you don't win, you don't like, we don't do participation trophies. Like that's not a thing. So he tries not to take it from them. Like they're like, no, go. And then so he goes, he's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. They're like, no, take it. Like, so there's like this little like back and forth. So finally he takes it. He's like, all the other kids are putting it around their neck and he's just holding his hand. Cause he's like, if I put this around my neck, I have to deal with my dad. So we get home and he immediately just right in the trash can.
Really?
Yeah, he knows. Like, I mean, look, you got to be able to take the L, right? The L, like, I don't deserve that. Like, I don't need a medal to say, wait, yoo-hoo, we got fourth place. We were first from last.
That's great.
Like, we were first from last. We weren't last place. That's good. Like, come on, man. Like, especially, like, these kids are 11 and 12. They have to learn how to lose at some point, right? If not, then when do you teach them to lose? Because as soon as they start playing high school sports, like, I mean, surely we don't give away participation trophies in high school, right? That's not a thing. I don't think. No. So like you're getting close to being junior high and high school and it's just a loss. You lost. Sucks. Get better, right? Like try harder, get better.
I agree.
Like maybe it was a coach. Maybe the coach should try harder, but the reality is you still lost. So you don't get a trophy. So yeah, that was pretty funny though. He just walks in and throws it right in the trash can. He's like, I don't know why they gave it to me. It was funny. It was great. It was great. But anyway, what else we got?
So no.
All right. That sounds good, man. Well, that's the podcast. Everybody, thanks for watching. All 18 of you that watched last week, thank you. And yeah, we'll catch you guys again next time.
See ya.